Hello and welcome to Sailing Elsie. My name is Seth and I aim to earn your subscription today.
Through the gardens where coral grows, bare feet dancing on sun-bleached deck. Freedom's calling, no life to check. We are the children of Neptune's court, naked souls in the ocean sport, living wild where the trade winds blow. This is home, all we need to know.
Shellbacks gathered round firelight.
Got some filling and some painting to do. See on the side here.
Sunbones, bodies and weathered hands, sharing stories of distant lands. Anchor dropped in a hidden bay, where the world just melts away.
No boundaries between sea and skin. Let the ocean take us in. Community of wandering souls, bound by waves and tidal rolls. We are the children of Neptune's court, naked souls in the ocean sport, living wild where the trade winds blow. This is home, all we need to know.
Morning comes with the dolphins dance, giving life one more precious chance. To dive deep in the azure blue.
All right, go for it. We're live.
Secrets ring true.
Nice. And we also got the exhaust manifolds off. Both sides. We just need to take the fuel hose off. The exhaust manifold is off. And then disconnect the drive shaft and the wires and the fuel, and I think this is about ready to pull. Alright, so this came in today. This is kind of just an experiment. Years ago, 10 years ago, it seemed like every sailboat on the planet had a wind turbine on it. And lately, there are a rarity. And as I'm doing research on these, they're all claiming 400, 600, 800, 1,000 watts. And it's like they all put out 100 watts. Like the people say, the most I've seen is 150. So I'm not expecting much from this, but I think something for the price, something is better than nothing extra. So let's get into this and see what we're dealing with. All right, so this is the Viver wind turbine generator model FG300W. It is rated at 800 watts at a wind speed of 12 meters per second. Let me see if I can do that in my head really quick. 1 meter per second, I think, is like 2.25 miles per hour. So 12 times 2.25, 24, 30 miles an hour. I'll if that's wrong, I'll put it on the screen. But anyway, so it's rated to get 800 watts at 30 mile an hour winds. I'm in no way ready or prepared to set this thing up and try it today for this video that we're watching right now. Just showing it to you guys that it's here. It's on the list for future videos. Once I get it going and get enough data to actually show about it, I'll do a video on it. But for the time being, let me just turn you guys around here. Okay, so for the time being, I'm just thinking about where I want to put it on the boat. And let's go talk about that really quick. So the structure behind me was put there and made to put solar panels up on there, and I did buy a couple new solar panels to replace the ones that aren't there anymore. We'll talk about those later. But the two upright poles here on each side, the one here and the one here, at the top of those there's a little spot where the previous owner had wind turbines, and he said that he enjoyed the wind turbines, except that they shaded the solar panels. So I get it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to shade them either. As a matter of fact, the solar panels that I have on right now are shaded, and they put out very little. I've got like 1100 watts of solar hooked up right now, and the most I really see is like 3 or 4 amps of input, which is only like 40 or 50 watts. So, and I'll show you that a little bit later too. It's just got the mast is covering them all, not the mast, sorry, the boom is covering all of them. And when I'm on anchor, I could move the boom over, but here in the marina, it wouldn't be a good idea to have a big old boom sticking out into the fairway where people are driving their boats. It would be a definite hazard. So anyway, let me see, if we're not going to put them up here, then where can we put them? And I was thinking, actually, I'll tell you what I was thinking. And I was thinking, when I'm on anchor, the boat, generally, the wind will blow the boat downwind. And I was thinking, maybe if I put a pole up here off of the bow, mount it to the rail here somehow, something that I could put up when I'm on anchor and then take down when I'm underway. That way it's not getting, it's not interfering with the sails or anything. So I think that might be the place to go. It's right up here on the bow, but I'm going to look into a bunch of options, see what's easy and what's effective, and see if we can't come up with a solution that suits both, suits easy and effective. So I'm going to go put that thing together, and we'll take a look at it, and then I'll probably take it apart because I don't have anywhere to put it yet. So the reviews that I've read for this unit online, a lot of them said, hey, the directions weren't very good. And I read through them. Yeah, they're not very good. However, this is pretty self-explanatory. We've got 9 long bolts and 4 short bolts, and then like 1 really long bolt. Well, each blade has 3 holes, so we need 3, 6, 9. Hey, I wonder which screws go there. Maybe it's the one that we have 9 of. And then the 4 short ones, the mount here is threaded, and this I guess gets affixed to a pole once I figure out what I need to put it on. Either bolted, or they said you can weld it to a pole or whatever. I probably won't weld it, but I'll figure something out. Anyway, this will be on the end of the pole, and then that goes in here. And hey, we need 4 short bolts. Oh, look at that, we got 4 short bolts. And then this long skinny one, I can only imagine, goes in the nose cone. Which, by the way, orange, I love orange, my favorite color, but it's not going to work. Not for me on this particular thing, so that will definitely get a little bit of some white spray paint and make that not so eye-grabbing. So anyway, yeah, look at that. Does this thread right in here? I'm guessing it does. I haven't even tried this yet, but yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. So anyway, instructions suck, but dive in, check it out. It's pretty easy. Oh, okay. So which way do these get mounted on here? Oh gosh. Face side of wind. Well, that seems pretty evident to me that this will go out where the wind is coming from. Pretty easy. So there is some casting evidence, and I've what do they call it? You know, where there's two molds that come together, and this is the parting line of those molds, and it's, you know, left a little raised edge. And I've read some reports of people saying that that can cause some wind noise, and that they sanded them down, and that it solved their issues. So we'll see how much of that's true. I also want to point out on the back of these where they bolt on, I don't know if you can see this little lip right here, since this one isn't bolted all the way down. Anyway, that lip will, that lip on the blade will come over this mount or this hub slightly and align the blade where it needs to be. So that's a nice design too. See if I can get in there and show it. Yeah, there you go. See right there? So that once it's tightened down, it will, you know, align the blade in the orientation that it needs to be in. I'm just kind of checking the balance here to see if like one blade is heavier than the other, and like whether it draws it down or not. So the bolts aren't tightened down, but that was pretty easy. All the holes seem to be threaded and tapped fairly cleanly. You know, they're not buttery, but it's not difficult. Yeah, it seems to be really well balanced. All right, so here it is, loosely assembled. It was super easy, not a big deal. I didn't tighten down any of the bolts. I'm gonna probably end up taking this apart and hang on, just noticed something here. Some writing on each one. Looks like 597, 597. 597. I'm guessing those are weights, and that they put together match sets of the blades. It's the only thing that makes sense. But anyway, yeah. So we'll get the nose cone painted. Oh, by the way, the rotating diameter of this is 59 inches, so just short of 5 feet. So it comes with this wind controller that takes the three-phase AC output of the PMA alternator inside there. That's what the three blue ones are here, and then turns it into DC output. So there's obviously a rectifier in there, and then it's supposed to have some sort of MPPT something going on in there, which is a maximum power point tracking, which basically it means it tries to optimize the load based on the speed that the thing is spinning. I doubt this is really doing that. I think it's probably just a bridge, a rectifier. But something that I thought was interesting is I had only seen pictures of this online, and I thought it was much bigger. It is it's that big. I thought it was at least 4 times that size. Oh, anybody else thinking about Zoolander right now? Okay. All right, let's get to it. All right, so here are the new solar panels I got to put up top of here. They're larger than this particular square that's meant to hold the previous ones. Yeah, there you go. So it does not fit. They won't fit in there, so I'm gonna have to modify that or make something to adapt these to that, and then we'll probably get those up next week. But something interesting about these is since the last time I really looked into solar, which was a few years back, they've come up with what's called bifacial, which means there's solar panels on this side and there's solar panels underneath. And you may be thinking, well, what good does that do if they're in the shade? Well, apparently, especially on this type of setup that I have here, it captures a little bit of extra light from the underside, and boosts the output a little bit. I guess in the neighborhood of 20 to 25% additional, amperage out of the panel, or the overall watts soaked up in a day. So I guess especially on the water, the sun reflects off of the water and then back up into the bottom side of these panels. And these ones are 550 watts each. I've got 2 of them, and it should work pretty good. But let's take a look at the bottom of these, or take a look at the top and the bottom. All right, so here's what the top looks like. It's got these. So this is an individual cell here, individual cell here. It's about the size of my hand. And then on the bottom side, they're kind of opaque there, but I guess it collects energy from the bottom as well. So pretty neat. You can kind of see at the end of these, I guess I'll walk down there. My new ones are sitting on top of the panels that have been up here. You can see there's the boom right there that goes right over the center of all 3 of these panels. These are like 350 watt panels, and they should be 350, 357, 1050 watts, but I'm only getting like 50 because this boom is here. And when I'm on anchor, I can just swing that over so that the sun has access to these. But yeah, so we'll figure that out as we go. The boom is, I think, a 20-foot boom. It's a big old boom. Mast is 72 feet.